like this camera. Look how clear it is.
Yeah. Oh my god. If you're... this thing called look at the line there. Oh damn. But look at the bread. Like it's very... But I think she manages the finances quite well that she could save us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. Or, you know, when we were going to fancy restaurants just once in a month.
Yeah, which
That
is
was quite
nothing.
nice because I wasn't spending any money besides that. Wow. It's very exciting.
Let's try. This is great. I think so.
Like the place.
It's really big, isn't it?
Everything I know.
Little olive tree.
I had to get into it through an end.
Everything we see is indoor plants. Anything on the plant in front of me, a fiver. Anything on...
Hey, this is so cool. Yeah.
I'm always here.
Yeah, it's like Russ was like a boss, but she was.
Please, the ah, so cute.
That's no, it's raisin and cherry Danish. Oh, maybe brother's thing. And the, like his girlfriend was also beautiful. Give me that. What is that? You got something different. Oh, it's luxury wet food.
Dinner is served.
Oh? Are they gonna date? No.
No way.
My God.
No.
Shitballs. Oh my God.
sing for, which is like, and parts of our culture.
Do you like
Yeah,
kebab?
I'll get a bag, please.
Thank you very much. Lovely. God bless you. Just everything here. Thank you.